our public schools. We have a long way to go. Over half of our schools are not meeting the academic growth targets in California. We know that, but today is good news about a new organization called Stand Up. So thank you all for that. And our first speaker will be the person who's in charge of the County of Education Office in Sacramento, Superintendent Dave Gordon.
Thank you very much, Mayor, and I want to commend the Mayor for all of the leadership that's been provided in just 1 year. This is something we've been needing and wanting for many years around education. I will say that from the standpoint of superintendents, we need accountability. We want to be accountable for our work. We need the wherewithal to do the work and do the work better and better, and the resources from the Broad Foundation are very much appreciated in some very difficult times. The advocacy piece of it, I think, is also important. Our parents know how our schools are doing, whether it's doing well or not so well, and we need to make clear to the people downtown in Sacramento that we're not just making cuts along the bone and the muscle. We're doing amputations now around some of these budget cuts, and we're dismantling programs that have been effective. So as we move forward in this year, I think we have to tell the people in our city and in our state that we need a strong education system to build and grow our economy. So once again, we are so appreciative of the leadership, the support from the Broad Foundation. We want to be accountable. We will be accountable. We will get this work done. I haven't seen anyone quite as impatient as me until I met the mayor. But we are all impatient and feel the sense of urgency. So thank you for your leadership.
Thank you. All right. Again, Sacramento is comprised of 5 school districts, if you include Elk Grove, some children inside the city, some out, but 4 school districts that really have our children. So we had 2 of our superintendents speak today. Just briefly, again, they all are doing great work in their respective school districts, working with their staff and certainly their boards and unions and all the challenges that go with it, but never losing sight of really what's in the best interest of children. So I'm excited to announce our next speaker, and I told him all year he will be introduced as our rookie superintendent, Jonathan Raymond.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson, and I want to also thank the Broad Foundation for making today possible in this time of dire budget cuts in California, for them to be stepping up to try to find opportunities for us to have the resources to build those partnerships. We just heard from 3 organizations that have been success, have seen success, are helping to create success in over 30 cities around the country, and for them to want to come to Sacramento for these opportunities to really give our children and our families those choices that they need, because as the mayor said, our children don't learn all the same way, and so we need to have a portfolio of opportunities. I'm always struck by the challenges that these opportunities give us. Right now, today, in front of our school board, we have 2 charter petitions, and so they are very real. And the community is telling us that we need to do some things differently. We need to figure out how to partner, how to bring in resources, and to have these opportunities with partners behind us and resources underneath our wings. There's no telling what this community can do and soar. And it truly is about giving our families and our children the best education possible, so they are prepared to not only graduate with their high school diplomas, but they're ready for success in college and careers. And again, I want to thank the mayor and the Broad Foundation for making today possible. Our futures are looking a lot brighter for our children here in Sacramento.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Human capital. It is so important that we have if you're not going to have a great school without great principals, you'll not have a great city without great schools, and you need effective teachers. And we got a chance to talk a little bit about hear from some organizations from around the country that are doing great work. And most of these organizations are in 20 to 30 cities around the country. We do not have them here in Sacramento. And I think today is the beginning of us doing our part to try to recruit and create an environment that makes sense for them to come to Sacramento. So rather than have all three speak, we're going to have the CEO of the New Teacher Project, Adi Roseman, speak.
First, I want to hit on what the mayor just said, that we need great principals and we need great teachers. But the question is why? Let me just illustrate the point for you. There's research out of Dallas which shows that you take a group of kids that are about the 55th percentile in standardized tests and you separate them into two groups. Half of them have great teachers for 3 years, half of them have weak teachers. At the end of those 3 years, the ones with strong teachers are at the 77th percentile and the ones with weak teachers at the 27th percentile. That is a life-changing difference for those kids, and we changed nothing for them. We did not change their schools, we did not change their parents, we did not change the amount of hours of TV they watch. The only thing we changed is their teachers. And we know that in order to get great teachers, we have to have great leaders. So the urgency is tremendous to ensure that we can get the people in our schools that we need, or we're not going to be able to get the gains that we desperately seek. And I want to applaud the mayor and the city of Sacramento and the districts for launching Stand Up. I think it's a tremendously great way to bring attention to these challenges, to bring focus on what we know works to get great folks in the classroom, which is to have a pipeline of teachers and principals from all different routes, traditional certification routes as well as alternate certification routes, like Teach for America, the New Teacher Project, New Leaders for New Schools, providing incentives for teachers to go to the schools that need them most, and then actually looking at what's happening in our classrooms, making sure that we're measuring our teachers and our principals based on student gains in the classroom every day and every year. So thank you very much to the mayor. We're excited to see Sacramento lead.
All right, thank you very much. The other two organizations that were here with us, Teach for America. Eric, raise your hand. Teach for America, thank you. And the New Schools for New Leaders for New Schools. We have Daniel here. Welcome. Thank you. And then we also have the Director of Youth Development, Lynn Corbett. Lynn, thanks for coming out as well. All right, our next speaker is another superintendent, and while we have a rookie superintendent, this is a senior statesman superintendent. He's in his final 6 or 7 months or so. He will be retiring, so he'll be a part of the Retired Superintendents Association. Let's give a round of applause for the one and only Ralph Friend.